content. Looked up the Wikipedia. Production is mediocre at best. So first line he says is, I don't wanna go, I don't wanna stay here in my head. So like, I personally wouldn't sing it like that, and he doesn't have to sing it like that. So I don't wanna go out. So he sounds, first of all, like, Nick, you're not from California. Love you. You're not from California, so I don't wanna go. Like, that's not how we talk, bro. We're from the South. You're from upstate, bro. And then good. It's not how we should. I don't wanna go out, but I honestly feel like that first line. It's also like, it's very hard to sing though. It's easier to just sing. I don't wanna go home. I don't wanna go. It's a I don't wanna go. You know what I mean? There's a. It says, hold up, you look like an off-brand Lil Peep. First of all, I'm Aaron Carter, and I sold 72 million records, 6 albums, 25 years in the industry. You're probably younger than me. Shut the fuck up. Hey, you're in my head. I don't want to stay here in my head. So he's putting falsetto where I normally wouldn't, me personally, wouldn't normally put falsetto. So it would be, I don't want to go, but I don't want to stay here in my head. You know what I mean? Like, get in there. So there's, like, on here, you guys hear how I switch that diphthong. Stay here in my, but you gotta push those out. Like, but I sing completely different. The music's too loud. The music's too loud. It's, I would be like, the music's too loud. The music's too loud. The music's... So, here, now if I switch to a little bit more, fucking airy, breathy, diaphragm, mostly throat, you, and no music's too loud. The music's too loud. So, there's a little too much enunciation on the diphthongs that he's got going on there. Like, the diphthongs are good, Nick is classically trained, but, music's too loud. The music's too loud. So a diphthong is when you it's the connection into the other word, right? So that's it's a classical training that I received when I did Broadway. So it's the music's too loud. The music's too loud. So just getting in there is better than the music's too loud. So you're like, you know, he's waiting to add that. The music's too loud. Like, there's too much going on in there. It should be, the music's too loud. You know what I mean? The music. So then, you know the words, back it up, soften, big breath. The music's too loud. So then you can give it that crescendo. The music's too loud. And then, it's because the diphthongs connected too much. You can't even get those. Those trips in there. So. And nobody can hear a word. Nobody can hear a word I say. So you know on say, watch it go say. I say. Say. So that's the part I don't like. Word I say. Word I. Can hear a word I say. That's how he's gonna sing it. I'll be like, and nobody can hear a word I say. So that would be, I'm high as shit talking bullshit, and 24 years classically trained in every single way, shape, or form. I know what I'm talking about. By the best of the best vocal coaches in the world. Hey, it's okay. As a Backstreet Boy fan who's got your butt hurt because you heard this song, okay? And you don't like that, I'm critiquing it the way it needs to be critiqued. So, now we're going to move on to lyrical content. Lyrical content. Very, very important, right? So, here's the one I'll go out. First line. I don't want to go out. Why? Now, when you're telling a story, I don't want to go out. Why? go out because you're in your head and you don't want to stay where you are at in your head. Why not? You have lots of reasons to go out. Who is my vocal coach? Seth Riggs, Mark Giovacchini, Raz Kennedy, Doc Holliday. Lyrical content. The music's too loud. Alright, the music's too loud. Okay, so I don't want to go out. I don't want to stay here in my head. The music's too loud. Where is the music coming from? I want to stay here in my head. Someone's defending him. He didn't write the lyrics. This is business, not personal. The music's too loud. So it makes me want to go. The music too loud. All right, so I don't want to go out. I don't want to stay here in my head. All right. But I don't want to stay here in my head. Okay, I don't want to go out, but I don't want to stay here in my head. Okay. Why not? Here's the why not. The music's too loud. Because the music's too loud. And nobody hears a word he says, I think. And nobody can hear. Okay, the music. All right, so I don't want to go out, but I don't want to stay here in my head. The music's too loud, so I guess he went out. But no one can hear a word I say. What is, all right, so there's, okay, so it's okay. Oh, what I say, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. I'm a loner anyway. So, I don't want to go out, but I don't want to stay here in my head. The music's too loud, and no one can hear a word I say. It's okay. I'm a loner anyway. But it's completely contradicting. To the writers who wrote this, that verse is so confusing and is completely contradicting itself every 3 words that you say. So I don't want to go out. Okay, don't go out then. But I want to stay here in my head. Okay, why? Are you okay? Like, then go to the doctor. I don't want to stay here in my head. The music's too loud and no one can hear a word I say. So did you go out? Did you not go out? Like, did you go to an arcade, 80's movie? It's very confusing. I'm a loner anyway. And then you're a loner anyway. Why are you a loner anyway when you don't go? You don't want to go out, but you don't want, but you don't want to stay in your head. You're a loner anyway. So go into the woods and go be a loner in the woods then. Sitting in the corner. I would never put a hey in there ever. Hey, hey, sitting in. Hey, sitting. Hey, sitting in the corner. Sitting in the corner. Now, all right. Now you're in the corner. Sometimes I feel that I just might be dead. All these Backstreet Boy fans, these are funny. They're like all trying to explain something that no one better than me can figure out with any lyrical content. So if it's thoughts from a loner, it wasn't written by him. So if you want me to critique what you're saying, it's constructive. Yes, definitely. And then you go into this. Hook. So you really got about a 10-15 second window to really catch somebody with a song. You know. Call me when it's over. Call me when it's over. Alright. I'll be outside waiting on the stairs. I'll be outside waiting on the stairs. I don't want to go out. I don't want to stay here in my head. The music's too loud. Nobody hears a word I say. I'm a loner anyway. gotta catch people with a general basis, aka consensus, that is able to reach out to people, that gets to them, you know, right away. Like, you gotta get them. You gotta get the sonically first. Okay, so it's like, let's say music and girls, for instance, for guys, for us dudes out there. Like, it's kind of like that. Like, it's either like, you know right away kind of thing, or you don't, you know? And then it's that attraction, right? So your attraction is initially, you know, it's the attraction that you get is attracted by the sonical frequencies that you're hearing first before anything is even said. I mean, that's why there was music first before there was vocals on top of lyrics, but vocals first, and those came without music too. So it was the other way around. It's kind of Dems and Republicans, right? So there's always, it's a yin yang, all right? It's polar opposite, you know what I mean? So I'm not talking about like the Planck scale or anything. Just, this isn't too complicated, but here we go.
It's okay, I'm a loner anyway. Hey, sitting in the corner, sometimes I feel that I just might be dead.
Whoa. Did I just hear what I just thought I heard? Why would you sing that, Nick?
Sometimes I feel that I just might
sometimes I just might feel like I'm dead. You have everything going for you. This does, for me as an artist looking at him, an outsider perspective, doesn't make any sense, because he's got everything going for him. He's got kids, got a beautiful wife, he got everything he wants. So why would you want to be dead?
I'm a loner anyway.
I just noticed something there. Hold on.
Hey, sitting in the corner.
Standing in the corner. Okay, you're very depressed. So what I'm gathering thus far, 40 seconds and 3 minutes and 3 minutes and 7 seconds left. First of all, that's too long, but what I'm gathering is that well,
sometimes I feel that I just might be dead. Call me when it's over.
Oh wait, I lied. There's something that, sorry.
Hey, sitting in the corner.
Alright, standing in the coda. Right, it sounds like he's saying coda. Standing in the coda. I'm just critiquing the song. I don't like, remember how I told you, like, I was like, I like the song, but it's like, he's not singing it the way, it's too much. It's too much like, I don't know if it's Vegas that did it to him, but that's not how Nick usually sings. So, but it's a decent song, but I'm like going over lyrical content with people. I'm like, listen, they all 100% agree. So let's start from the top. She's over here right now.
Sorry.
So he goes,
I don't want
so he says, I don't want to go out. I don't want to stay here in my head. All right, the music's too loud. Right, so I don't want to go out, but I don't want to stay here in my head. First of all, you're starting right off with like an oxymoron type of hypocritical like thing. Do you want to go out? Don't you want to go out? Right, like you gotta catch people in that first. Like I said, 15 seconds. This is at 11 a second.
to go out.
I'm not caught.
I don't want
So I don't want to stay here in my head. I don't want to go out, but I don't want to stay here in my head. The music's too loud.
here in my head.
So this is the first two lines.
The music's too loud.
The music's too loud. Okay. The music's too loud. Why is the music too loud? Right. Because that's you gotta write songs generally. It has to be generalized for people to be able to relate to them, so they can play for their loved one and be like, you know, this is for you. Hold on.
Nobody can hear.
The music's too loud and nobody can hear a word I say. Okay. Why is the music too loud and why can't anyone hear a word you say? First of all, you're on stage. You have a microphone. Everybody can hear what you say when you talk. You have a big ass loud microphone. So that doesn't make any sense. You don't want to go out. Nick, you love going out. There's no, I don't get it.
Oh, I
Then he says, it's okay, I'm a loner anyway. Make up your fucking mind. I don't want to go out, but I don't want to stay here in my head. Tell me when it's the music's too loud and no one can hear a word I say. It's okay. It's okay. I'm a loner anyway.
It's okay. I'm a loner anyway. Hey, standing in the corner.
All right. Now all of a sudden, you're standing at the corner, right? Okay.
Sometimes I feel that
I just might be dead. The next line. That's a shocker. Wait, hold up. Pause. You're standing in a corner and you won't feel like you want to die? But what? Alright, we're talking about a song called 80's Movie. Where are the nostalgic lines referring to when Nick grew up in the 80's, which he didn't really, because when he was 10 years old, it was already 1990. And nobody really remembers past 10, before 10 years old. So, and then he says, like an 80's movie. The hook. Alright, so this line is a little alarming to me, I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes I feel that I just might be dead. Call me when it's over.
Call me when it's over.
Be outside waiting on.
Call me when it's over. I'll be outside waiting on the stairs. But I thought you just said you were going to be in a corner. So if you're going to be in a corner, you need to find a way to continue that continuity. All right, sitting in a corner. I'll be outside waiting on the stairs. So, okay, are you in the corner? Are you on the stairs? Like, where the fuck are you? And this is a song, mind you, called 80's music. Alright. 80's music. I mean, I've been a music producer now for 13 years. I've sold millions of records producing. I produced on, and I write all my material. I have co-writers too that I work with, but it's business, not personal. Just
Stairs, invisible. My heart is breaking.
Alright, so hold on. Invisible, my heart is breaking. Alright, like an 8, and then it goes into like an 80's movie, right? So
My heart is breaking. Then you came and saved me. Baby, right on time. Like an 80's movie with the classic lights. Now we're dirty dancing off through the night. Like an 80's movie. Sorry, you and I.
it's got a definite vibe to it. So there, it came together a little bit, but I mean, I don't understand why it's like, let's go back. So like, I like studying law, so you'll go find like a exhibit, 1 through 13, but then there'll be an A, B, and C, so technically you'll end up having, 47.5, whatever. This is Nick, this isn't me. Alright, he's invisible.
My heart is
His heart's breaking. Okay, we know that. Okay, why? Wait. Alright. Your heart is breaking. It's called 80's movie. So you don't want to go out, you're reclusing yourself, and then like an 80's movie, you showed up right on time. You came and saved me. Alright, I'm sorry, it's a little too simpy for me. A little too simpy. Sympathetic, like boohoo. Like, and then you came and saved me right on time, so. But a depressed guy loves saved him. Okay, that's not Nick. He's not depressed. I didn't know he was depressed. Is he? He might be. But these aren't his lyrics. But that's why I don't like the people that write songs for the people. because this has nothing to do with his life. That would be like me writing a song about fucking drinking vodka. I fucking hate vodka. It just makes me throw up.
Like an 80's movie with the classic lights. Now I'm dirty dancing off through the night.
Someone said it's not literal. Well, figuratively speaking, when you're an artist, do you plagiarize somebody else's art and then just claim it as your own? I'm an artist. I have 500 million streams on my last album. I make $2 million a year in royalties. It's beside the point. I'll ask you a question. It sounds like someone just writing a song to try for a hit and not actual feeling. 100%. Now, catchy song, but catchy can only last for so long. Nobody ever said my song sooner or later is I plagiarized my entire style. No, I don't. I can identify with myself. I produce my own shit. Alright, don't even come at me with that. Alright, you're clearly a Backstreet Boy fan. That's mad that it's Aaron Carter's time to kindly go up to Nick and say, hey, get off the throne that you think is yours. Because I have it. Actually, I don't even have to kick him off his throne. I have a different throne. Michael Jackson gave that to me. Okay? That's real talk. We're almost done. Hold on. I'm just listening to the movie. So, like an 80's movie, you arrive right on time. Well, it's hard for me as an artist and as, you know, a sonical poet and just to see, I like the hook. The hook is okay, but it doesn't matter. Like, see, you guys gotta understand, it doesn't matter. Like, I really like capturing a story, a real story. Who is Aaron Carter? Aaron Carter is a philanthropist.